Well, welcome back, everyone. You know what time it is. Time for another reading from Papa's Comic Books and Coffee. All right. Well, let's see who decided to drop by today. Dun, dun, dun. Will you look at that? Vision and the Scarlet Witch. Number 2. 75 cents back in 1985. Title of this story is Brothers. This is by Steve Englehart and Richard Howell. Don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. This is it, the dramatic conclusion to the West Coast Avengers crossover. You freaks have massacred as many brothers long enough today. The Grim Reaper shall have his revenge. Vision and the Scarlet Witch. The Avengers, Quinjet, has just been attacked by Ultron 12 and his robot legions on a mission of mayhem for the maniacal Grim Reaper. Now, miles above America and hurtling at supersonic speeds, the Vision and Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Tigra, and Iron Man leap into action. Ultron punched his way in through the Quinjet windscreen, but already the auxiliary screen is sliding into place. My ally awaits you, Vision. The Black Talon failed to deliver, but he doesn't know you like I do, son. You think you know me, Ultron, but you don't. And you don't know the Avengers if you think we won't stop ourselves. I beat you once already, Iron Man. So now you owe me one. You created me, Ultron, but it was all from my borrowed parts. The suction through the hole, incredible. Hold on, Tigra. My body was the android Human Torch's, and my mind was Simon Williams, the youngest son of Martha Williams. I'm no relation to you. Got to close the hole before we pass out from lack of oxygen. The seat is unlikely to withstand the pressure, so I must use my hex to make it likely. Iron Man, leave him. His robots are tearing off the wing. Hawkeye, what's going on? Thanks, Wanda. But what can I do against robots? My claws are made for flesh. Maybe I can blow them off at peak velocity. Stay with them, Viz. Hawkeye. Can't talk anymore, honey. Gotta fly this thing. Gotta move fast. Still can't help but feel good. How the new armor holds up. Hi there, Rust Bucket. Remember me? Shoulder connection still your weak point? Guess so. The past concerns you too much, Synthezoid. It affects your concern for your future. You could never fight him. But what about his flunkies? I am Ultron 12. I have evolved myself far beyond where I was when I had you built. My future lies in the past, robot. In the humanity my mind was born into. Your future has less than an hour to run. Whoa! My claws may not slash metal, but they sure can hook. Boy, could I use a tail right now. Hey, tall, stark, and handsome. Want to fly for me? Not for nothing, am I the embodiment of the cat people's fiercest warrior? Slack. But wouldn't I love to have power like that? Or else be free of my Tigra persona. Although, altogether, try as you might, You can't reach inside me any longer. I've evolved past that weakness. But when you fight my husband, you fight me, and nothing evolves past disruptions of probability. How long is your future now? My arm. Yeah, and your exposed wiring too. You're finished, Ultron. No! Look out, the seat. No! Holy jumping vision! He moves with the speed of intangible, but his hands and his legs grow solid at a thought. I have you, darling. No! No! Hurtling back. This will be close. Got him. No, crash. We're out of control. Can't take my hands off the stick. But if I don't get oxygen, I'll block out or black out. Here, Hawkeye. Can you pull out, Avenger? Don't bet the rent money. I threw us into the high gear to try to blow the robots away, and now we've overshot the planets, the planes. Those are the Rockies dead ahead. Excuse the expression. If anyone can do it, you can, Clint. Yeah, if anyone can. Here goes nothing. Scree! Made it. Ultron's escaping now that he's done his dirty work. Excuse me. But even though the jet's thrusters overmatch mine, I'm staying with my friends. I can't pull them out of this dive, but I can give them back their balance. I've got control again, but too late. That's peak. Won't trouble you. Many Avengers do one thing very well, and that garners them great publicity. Hawkeye doesn't get that kind of press because he does many things well. Come on, baby. Come on. In the end, they crash, yes. But with anyone else piloting, they'd be dead, if that's worth much. Calling the Grim Reapers, I had succeeded in capturing the Vision and all his friends, but cannot transport them all to you. So here are my coordinates. Sometime later, the darkness begins to lift. For those who went down for some, the return to awareness is slow, and they use it to play possum. They listen and hear booming echoes and the sound of water dripping, and know before they crack their eyes that they're in a cave. For the Vision, though awareness is binary, he's either on or he's off. And as a circuit closes, welcome back, you synthetic scum. Welcome to my home, away from home, and your eternal tomb. At last, I have everything I want. The plastic mockery of my brother, the one with the stolen mind, and the mutant monsters whose muscles bulge and eyes burn with iconic energy, all forced upon my brother's body. This is what Simon Williams looks like. This unliving zombie shows what Simon should be. I searched many years for it. A body whose resemblance to Simon's was so marked that only minor plastic surgery would be needed. That and a mind. You two together have my brother locked inside you. You two both have Simon Williamson's soul, and I propose to strain it from you. He wants to transfer our minds to Ultron's computer and compare them with one against the other? Everything that one of us knows but the other doesn't goes what's common to be both remains, and real Simon. I see. And then the black talon voodoos that mind into the zombie. That serves your purpose wonderfully, Eric. But your purpose is as skewed as ever. Do not call me Eric, you overgrown doll. I am not on those terms with you. Oh, but you are. I've just met our mother, Martha Williams. I've just, for the first time, found a human parent to go with my robotic one. What's he talking about, Mom? I'm not Simon Williams. No, nor do I need to be. I'm the Vision. That's enough. But I'm related to you, Eric. No! You don't relate to me, and you don't mess around with my mother. You're a piece of plastic scum. Division with Mom? I never thought my mom, Simon Williams, Mom, and I'm Simon Williams, whatever Eric says. But, so he sort of, I'm Simon mutated, and he is Simon transplanted. And he's not afraid of death, because he's a synthezoid. No, you can hear it when he talks about Mom. He's human inside. Simon is in there. I am in there. And I know it. I always have known it. We're more than brothers. We're twins. But I didn't want to see it. I thought of him as a limited and inferior mechanical replica of a real man. I saw his reserve, his metallic voice, his pinpoint eyes, and said, I'm not in there. Not really. That's just a simulation. But I'm the inferior one. I think I'm sinking. The thing I tried to tell him. Hey, Pim, once Ant-Man, once Giant Man, once a husband, once a star steps quietly forward and whispers, be a man. Wonder Man. Old Grimbo's concentrating on Simon and Viz, or Simon and Simon, huh. But we're the next course. He hates all Avengers for supposedly killing Simon and starting this whole thing off. Why won't he face up to what he is? It was he, not Simon, who embezzled their company's money. Simon looked so haggard, much worse than Hank. What were these beasts doing to him? Can the Reaper have made a mistake after Vision nearly lost his consciousness to the Isaac computer? He removed the control crystal, which allowed such takeovers? Let's get on with it. A request, ally, yes. Let me take Wonder Man's mind first. I want the Vision to watch what happens to his human side. Yes, why not? Why not indeed? Since I am competent at my calling, I did capture him as well as my son. Come, Simon Williams. But remember, I'll cripple you as readily as the energy cage would have if you attempt to resist. Do something, Simon. Do something. Do something. You won't see me grovel, Eric. However, you do to me, I'm lucky to be rid of you. Oh no, he's fighting his fear, but not his enemies. I just want you to know, I'm glad you got to meet Mom. I confess I never mentioned her to you. I wanted her all myself. Hey, we don't need nobility here. But I know she's glad she had both of us. She is, Simon, she is. Strap him down. I want an end to this profanity. Yes, I thought about how awful it would be for me to die and how awful it would be if you died. But now I'm thinking what our deaths would mean to her. Yes, Simon, it takes strength to lay down your life for your friends, but it takes more to stand up and live. Goliath, man-ape, follow me. Even he can't overcome us all. But at that moment, a little bird flies by. Mockingbird? The Quinjet's radio was on all the way down. As a former agent, I had no trouble getting Shell to run a fix on it. The trouble was finding where they'd taken you after that. Remind me to tell you how much I love you later. You can count on it, Hank. Hanky Poo. Overweening fools, you still vastly outnumber the Black Talon and his zombies. Come back here, traitors. I don't think they liked your views on civil rights, Reaper. When the going got tough, the Talon and the man-ape got going. And then somebody's outnumbered here, antenna head, and it ain't the Avengers. But Ultron alone is worth all of you. No, just two, robot. When the two are Iron Man and Wonder Woman. Wonder Man, I'm sorry. Hawkeye, has all the reaper well in hand. Let's you and me take Goliath, Wanda. Right, with you, darling. You may come from the jungle, Necra, but you've never met a cat like me. And if you think I'm going to sit on the sidelines after the pep talk I gave Simon, but in the heat of battle, the odds can change in an instant. My God, a landslide. Rumble, rumble. I've got him, Hawkeye. And I have you too. It's over. They've escaped me again. But you still have to escape them, my love. Come now. I'll catch them. No, stop. They belong to Simon and me. I'll go with you. No, Wanda. We're together in everything else. But this is something I have to do with my brother. Beat it, Simon. The rest of us can take Ultron and Goliath. And so, with battle still raging behind them, the two who were to step cautiously into the shadows. Careful, the trail turns almost at once. Don't ask me how, but I can still see it. Undoubtedly, the iconic change in your eyes has made them similar to my electronic ones, which respond to wavelengths beyond visible light. In other words, I see it too. Now, which way do you suppose? I don't know. Do you? You don't? My hearing is only slightly above human normal. Oh, well, let me listen. Yeah, I hear something. They've split up. The lighter one went down and Eric went up. Well, lead on. You don't want us to split up, too? No. Viz, listen. I'm sorry I took so long to get you going back there. It doesn't matter, Simon. Now, between you and me, I know what it means for us to be brothers now. And they're hugging. Viz, you should know, I'm still scared. I mean, I'm mad and I'm happy because of you, but I'm afraid of the dark, afraid of what might happen. But you don't let either of us down, Simon. That's the important point. We stick up for each other, and all of us are afraid sometimes. You feel fear? I feel everything, Simon. I react in my unique manner, but oh yes, I feel it all. And I feel like I want to get my hands on our other brother, Viz. Let's do that and see how it goes. I've got a plan. While high above them, where the cave bats come to roost. No sounds of pursuit behind me. Ultron is giving his all for me, and as stupid machines should. But God, I hope when they do come, they chase me instead of Necra. That woman, wow. They'll never catch me. They never have. I'll hide back in here until, boom, boom, boom. Someone coming? Someone heavy? Probably. So they're called Wonder Man. Plenty of places to hide. And he jumps out. Boom, boom. Oh, good plan, Simon. So the Williams boys together again. You think you're on a roll, don't you? Well, laugh it up. Freak or kill me here, where it's dark and no one will know, because I will kill you in the end if you don't. But why, Eric? Let's face facts. Whatever you think happened to Simon after he became Wonder Man, you are the one who drove him to that point. You stole the money that put him in court and drove his company under. That's right, stole the money. But that's not... Oh, stuff it, Eric. What? You didn't steal the money. I did. Simon? Don't listen to him. He's lying. He's insane. Ask the woman you call for mother. She'll tell you Simon didn't really do it. She doesn't know the truth, Eric, but you do. I'm not a saint, Eric, and I can't let you keep saying I am. I can't let anybody say it. You know I stole the money because you know you didn't, but you take the blame so you can make me something I'm not. It's not true, Simon. It was perfect. I did my best to corrupt him, but I never could. No, all my life people told me how good I was, especially compared to you. But I wasn't good enough in the end. I wasn't good enough to keep the company alive. I wasn't enough to turn Zemo down, and I wasn't good enough to not to steal. The only good thing I ever did because I chose it over evil was to die for the Avengers. But when I came back and I tried to tell people how strange, how wrong, how I felt to be cast as a hero, they just patted me on the back and smiled. You're good, they said. You're smart, you're strong, you're handsome, and you're an Avenger, so you'll work it out. But that was because I never told them the truth, that I was guilty, that all I thought you stole the money, even if the official verdict was otherwise. So after a while, even I stopped thinking about that part. I started looking not at my disease, but at the symptoms like the fear, the retribution might be coming for me out of the dark, and my guilt just festered, poisoning me. Until tonight, I finally saw the vision clearly and saw that Simon Williams might have been, if he hadn't known what he'd done before he became Wonder Man and died until I saw my better twin. So now I can cleanse myself. Now I must cleanse myself. Now I can try to change. But nobody knows what really happened except my brother and me. If you really know, Simon? I know you must have loved me, Eric, to do so much for my memory. Yes, I loved you. You were my only brother. I swore to get people who killed you. And then I would have killed you. Look out. Eric, don't run from us. No, you two are twins. I'm the one who's different. I can no longer be your Eric. Eric. Boom. One final scene. You were right, Hank. What you said about standing on my own 2 feet. Don't give me any credit, Simon. You did it yourself. In the end, every man is really alone. There, you're wrong. I searched much of the crevices, Wanda, but it was a mile deep and several miles long. Eric's body may never be found, and Necra had long since vanished. But what of Ultron? Escaped, I'm afraid. Tigra kicked him into the computer. It was an honest mistake, and he used it to alignment his power and break away. Well, that's a problem for another time. Right now, I feel as near to a problem-free as I ever have. In one day, I found both a brother and a mother. I know you feel, darling. You know what finding my real father meant to me. Wanda, this may seem strange place to you to say this, but with everything that's happened, well, I've been thinking about death and about life, about my mother and her sons. What would you say to our having a baby? Definitely to be continued. Well, that was Vision and the Scarlet Witch, #2 from 1985, called Brothers. And oh, brother, that was a brother. Well, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Tell me what was wrong. Tell me what was right. Hit the subscribe button. That would be nice. Ring the bell. As always, this book is available on my eBay webpage, Papa's-Comic-Books. And as I always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.